The tension still very much existent between India and Pakistan. Operation Sindoor was de-escalated very rapidly, and the credit actually was given to Donald Trump and his diplomatic team behind the scenes. But ultimately, that has not gone away. The tension is very much still there post-Pahalgam, but it's post-1947. That tension has never gone away. It will never go away because ideologically, the ideological differences between India and Pakistan just will never change. And as we often say, the only solution to this is this buffer zone of Khalistan. This is, even from a global geopolitical perspective, the establishment of Khalistan will create the only permanent solution, the only solid solution to create peace in that region between these two nuclear armed powers. So I always argue about that whole positive idea of Khalistan for that one single reason alone, amongst many other reasons. But of course, interesting the reference to Afghanistan. We do know there are strong links between the Taliban and the Islamic extremists in Afghanistan and the Indian state. And this goes back historically, but we do know behind the scenes that the Indian state have used the Taliban and Islamic extremists to foment trouble and problems for their enemy, Pakistan. So there is this tie between the Taliban and the Indian government. And so, of course, the intelligence agencies are fighting this sort of war beneath the surface that very rarely finds any public audience. You know, we do know there's an awful lot going on beneath the surface, and we do know that those intelligence services are fighting this battle. We've got the Pakistan intelligence service fighting RAW and the NIA, etc., of India, who again are working in cahoots with the Taliban in Afghanistan. And so that whole maelstrom of trouble whipping up, and it's just periodically it just erupts into maybe the odd terrorist attack, the terrorist bombing, a quick sort of skirmish between Pakistan troops and some of these extremists that have incurred from Afghanistan, or likewise in Kashmir, where some of these extremists have gone into Kashmir, giving India again the excuse to bring in the troops, to impose presidential rule, all these sorts of things. So again, it's just a whipping pot. And as I said, the only solution to this is Khalistan.